So coming up, big, amazing fight. You're fighting the pound for pound, Terence Crawford. You have your fighter, Mean Machine, easily said. Can you explain your experience or your feeling going into this fight, fighting such a great fighter?
It's a great opportunity that we're not going to disappoint anybody. We've been working with Egidijus for 6-7 years with this pro career, and we're here at Madison Square Garden fighting the top, best fighter in the world. Not fighting for an interim, not fighting for a gold, not fighting for a franchise, but fighting for the world title, which means a lot to the Egidijus and the team. Mean Machine.
Right. Now, obviously, there's a lot of high-profile names that Crawford's name is being pronounced with, like Manny Pacquiao, things like that. Does that fuel you guys, seeing the fact that a lot of fight fans are overlooking a former Olympian, someone who is undefeated and can pose a threat, someone who's been at the weight longer than Crawford? Does that motivate you guys? The fact that you guys
it does motivate us that once they see Egidijus versus Crawford in the ring, they're like, oh shit, why we talking about the next fight? We got this one in front of us. Mm-hmm. That's a problem for Crawford and their team, because they're talking about future fights, future opponents, and they're overlooking what we bring to the table. And Egidijus is a big, real welterweight.
Now, with the fight that you guys recently had, with Ray Robinson, has there been any improvements leading into the Terence Crawford fight?
My personal experience as a coach, a trainer, experience is a big factor in every fight. Egidijus has learned a lot. He hasn't had that much TV exposure. His first, TV exposure, fighting in front of 10,000, he kind of got there by accident when Jose Ramirez's opponent withdrew from the fight. They elevated him to main event in front of 10,000, which was his first or second TV fight in front of 10,000 main event. He won the fight, but he didn't look as great. So we went back to drawing board. Next fight, he knocks a guy out that was a big puncher in 2 rounds. So then you go into the Ray Robinson fight, slick southpaw it was kind of a measuring stick kind of to what we're going up tonight, and he just fought to survive. And we did what we had to do. In my opinion, we won. In a lot of people's opinion, we won, but we were in his hometown, in his backyard, and we got a draw, which is good. It got us to here. We're not in Terence's backyard. We're at Madison Square Garden, and I think we a lot of Irish people here rooting for Egidijus, a lot of people that know Egidijus from Europe, and I think we're in a good position, and he improves from the last fight. He knows where he missed the opportunities to let his hands go, and we practiced on that.
Now, being on such a big stage and headlining at MSG, I know there's a lot of not just physical preparation, but a lot of mental preparation going to the week. I know he's having like a new child on his way. A lot of things is changing. What's his mindset going into this week, and how do you make sure that he doesn't, get lost in the moment, seeing that, a guy like Crawford, who's very comfortable in environments like this, that he can adapt as well and equally match him there?
We did play some mind games, and we try to get in his head that, we're here to fight for a world title. Forget about Madison Square Garden, forget about Crawford, forget about all the personal things that going on in his personal life. He's 100% concentrating and fighting for the World Championship Saturday night. That's what we focused on. We worked on the whole camp, and that's what his mentality is right now, fighting for the World Championship.
Now, you made a couple comments on the ESPN Countdown that recently aired, saying that it's not a good idea to just run into Crawford. And a lot of other people say it's probably not a good idea to box Crawford. In this case, would you have to be very versatile and execute in this plan to fight Crawford?
Yeah, you see all the fights. Jeff Horn was kind of trying to be the bully, but with no jab, just kind of rushing in, and Crawford picked him apart. Benavidez was doing great in his fight until he abandoned the jab. Those type of things, that's what we worked on, and we picked him up. And you got to put pressure, but you have to be smart. And Egidijus can box, Egidijus can fight, and he can punch. He's been a 2-time Olympian, had a long amateur career, and he's got to put all that in use Saturday night.
My last question, this is like a lot of people have been saying the year of the upset. A lot of great fighters have lost. and not saying that fighters have overlooked their opponent, but maybe fight fans have been a little too critical, in the sense of that matchup. Do you have any last words leading to maybe possibly the biggest upset if it happens?
It's like I said, a lot of people don't know Egidijus because they haven't really streamed him, or he has been on primetime TV. But even on the promos on everywhere, they have to put the mean machine because nobody knows how to pronounce or say his name. But let me tell people, after this fight, he wins the title, people are gonna know how to spell his name.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.